Okay, hi group number 1. If you chose this stone, this tourmaline, this reading is for you. We'll be answering the question, how do they feel about you? So remember, this is not gender specific, so I'll try to do it as non-gender specific as possible, but if I say she or he, just take it as it resonates. It doesn't really mean anything, like the pronouns I use. But yeah, how do they feel about me? Let's see, I'm going to shuffle on camera. We'll do tarot first, and then I'm going to be using these oracle cards, these Sacred Destiny oracle cards. By the way, just disclaimer before we begin, I do live next to a very busy street, so if you hear a lot of noise like dogs barking, or I don't know, cars just passing by, all of that, I'm sorry about that. I cannot do much about it. I do have like a microphone here next to me, so hopefully the audio is good enough. But yeah, that's just something I want to say. So please, Spirit, Universe, please tell me. Okay, I haven't asked the question yet, so I'm not going to take this one, but we have the Ace of Wands. So if it wants to come out, it will. But Spirit, please, can you show us in this reading what do group number 1's person feel towards them, please? By the way, I do like shuffling on camera just so that you can feel more comfortable seeing and knowing that I'm not cherry picking my cards. But if you want to skip this part, you can absolutely do so. I'll probably leave a timestamp, or you can just skip this part and go to the part where I start the reading. But if you do decide to stay here while I shuffle, it would be very helpful if you could just maybe close your eyes or relax, breathe in, breathe out, and think of your person so that we can connect to their energy more easily. Oh wow, we've got the Lovers. Let's see what this is about. I'll go with one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Five of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck energy is like the overall energy. I'm not sure if you can see the cards right now, but do not worry. I'll start like showing them. But let's do your... Should we do your oracle cards first? Or should I read and then clarify? Yes, I'm gonna do that. Okay, allow me a second to really tap into the energy here. So the question is, how do they feel about you? Let me get this microphone a bit closer. Hopefully I'm speaking loud enough, because sometimes I speak like to myself and you cannot hear me. But yeah. Okay, so we start off with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands energy depends on the scenario, but normally it talks about walking away from something. Either walking away from conflict or someone walking away from a relationship. As I said, it depends on the context. So that's what we're going to see here. We have then the Queen of Cups here, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Nine of Swords, Temperance, Four of Swords, the Lovers, and Knight of Cups. So first off, you have two major arcanas here. Okay. Judgment to me represents someone coming back. Okay, I got it. There we go. I said like I needed a little bit of time to tap into the energy. Time's over. I got it. So here I can see that someone walked away from something. I'm going to firstly assume that they walk away from you just because, I don't know, if you're watching this reading, I have the feeling that you're the one that was left out in the cold, which is what these Five of Pentacles represent. The Five of Pentacles, as I already said, no, the bottom of the deck energy represents the overall energy, and the Five of Pentacles represents feeling left out in the cold, or being left out in the cold. Someone not really showing or including you in whether communication or their plans. Like they're doing things not in a hidden way, but they're leaving you out in the cold. Like you do not feel like you are necessarily connecting with this person. So I'm going to say this, like, this is a collective reading, so I do try to make it not as general as possible, but kind of try to include every possible scenario so that everyone watching this can relate to what I'm saying. But that's kind of impossible. So remember, this is a general reading. This is for the collective. It's very important that you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If there is something that doesn't really resonate with you, do not take it as your own, or do not take it as if this was your case, because again, it's a general reading. But the first scenario I can see here is someone walked away from this situation. I feel that this is your person. They walked away from this relationship or situationship or this connection. This left you feeling extremely anxious, like really not knowing what to do next. I keep hearing like sleepless nights. So I also heard heartbroken, which makes sense even though we don't have this Three of Swords here, but this feels like this really affected you emotionally. Like this really gave you anxiety. You felt like you were left out in the cold. This person walked away and you were left not really knowing what to do, whether that's physically, like how to get them back, or not knowing what to do emotionally, like how to handle those emotions and feelings. But then we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about a very deserved break. This to me represents that period of no contact, of just each taking their own time to meditate and really analyze what they want to do next in this relationship. And I feel this also includes you. This is not only like a break period for them to analyze or whatever. This also involves you in the sense of, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what's happening right now, so I'm just going to focus on myself, and I'm try to heal. It is a very, I don't know if you can see, but there's a person here that has its hands together as if he was praying or meditating. And that's, I feel like, what you did. You went from feeling extremely anxious and not knowing what to do to saying, okay, let's calm down, let's relax. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether I interfere or not. So I'll just focus on myself. I'll just take this break, kind of like have this pause, and then whatever happens will happen. And I feel that because of that energy of accepting what's happening rather than trying to fight it, it is that I feel this person is wanting or is planning on coming back. And coming back with an offer, because we have two cards here that represent someone coming in with an offer, not only an emotional or a love offer, but also like a very stable, grounded offer, offering abundance. In this case, because it's a love reading, I believe this is more of a serious commitment. They're coming in not just saying like, they're not coming in with a booty call or just wanting to play around or wanting to hang out in a casual way. They're wanting to offer you like a grounded, committed relationship, as well as they are going to come and express their feelings. And I think that you two are going to have like a very heart-to-heart conversation, because at the end of the day, this was painful, and sometimes even if someone decides to come back after we had that period of analyzing things and really observing ourselves, and healing, especially sometimes because of this, we no longer want this. We don't want them to come back. But what I can see here is that there's a decision to be made with the lovers, and two, I think that this connection is a very spiritually protected connection. I do not believe in twin flames. I don't like using that term. If you do believe in twin flames, that's perfectly fine. But I personally don't like using that term in my readings. So I feel like the term twin flame has been very romanticized, and it is actually a very toxic situation, most of them, with that chasing and running and heartbreak, and it's not necessarily a healthy relationship. So for the most part, I don't like using that. But if you identify yourself as a twin flame and your person as a twin flame, this card is kind of confirming that, because the Lovers is a twin flame card. By the way, very strong Gemini. What? Yeah, there is very strong Gemini here. What else? Water, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And air, so Gemini. Oh, again, maybe Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So yeah, basically what I can see here is you did like what I'm hearing here, and I'm hearing Spirit saying it with a very like a very proud tone, if that makes sense. And what they're telling me is you put in the work. You did it. You put in the work to heal yourself and to get past this pain, and now you're being rewarded with what you, I assume, wanted in the first place, which is for them to come back. Now again, this is a very spiritually protected connection, but you will have to tap more into your emotions, in the sense of you will have to again jump in and analyze whether you do want to take this person back or not. That's what I can see here. Now I'm talking in the present tense, as if like, oh, they're coming back, let's say like tomorrow or anything like that. But this may also be in the future, in the sense of maybe you're still in this energy of anxiety, and they're telling you to tap into this energy so that you can allow them to come back and then have this. So basically, again, take it as it resonates and apply this to your own situation. If you feel like you haven't really moved on, then maybe this is what they're telling you to do. Like, oh, if you want them back, you have to let them go, basically. Because the universe is funny like that. Oh, you want them? Oh, okay, we'll give them to you once you let them go. But yeah, I'm going to pull some oracle cards here to clarify and get more detail. So I'm going to put the microphone down, shuffle, and then we'll continue reading. Spirit, can you give me 3 clarifiers for this reading? Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, these are, well, I already saw them. So let's put them like this. Okay. I asked for 3, they gave me 5. We'll take them. We have pleasure as your first oracle card. We have thriving. We have potential, openness, and new beginnings. So I think that applies pretty well to what I was talking about. New beginnings is basically talking about them coming back to give you a new offer of something more stable, something new. Openness to me speaks about being open to the possibility of that happening and you taking them back, because as I said, I feel that once you get to a point of healing and looking out for yourself, sometimes we don't want to we don't want to allow back someone that caused us that pain in the first place. But here they're telling you to be open to the idea. Like maybe you're listening to this right now, and the moment I said like, oh, they're coming back, you were like, oh God, no. But if that's the case, they're telling you to be open to the idea, because there is potential here. There is potential of having a new beginning with this person, of thriving, which is our next card. This does have potential of working out, making you, like, giving you happiness and pleasure. But you have to, I feel like the overall message that I have here is listen to yourself. That's the main thing that I'm hearing here, is that just listen to yourself. You know yourself well enough to make the right decision. You know what you feel, you know what you want, you know what you need. And if this person is not that, then you are not, like, you're allowed to reject their offer. Now, if this is something that you truly want and that you know is in your best interest, then there is a lot of potential here, and your relationship could be one that brings you a lot of happiness and pleasure, and you will feel like you're thriving. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below. I would highly appreciate it if you tell me which group you chose, if you resonated with it, or if you didn't, if you ended up choosing another pile. I would love to have like a little community in the comments and just talk about what we experience here. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Okay, hi group number 2, if you chose this citrine. This is a reading for you. We'll be answering the question, how did they feel about you? Now, as I said in the beginning, I don't know if you skipped all the way to your reading, but this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a reading for the collective, so it can only resonate so much with someone. Maybe it can, like, I can tell your situation to a T. Maybe you can just grab little messages that you hear. But yeah, if it doesn't resonate, do not take it as your message. and that's it. This is not gender specific, so if I'll try to do it as non, like I'll try to not use specific pronouns. But if I end up saying like she or he or something like that, just apply it as it resonates to your situation. I live next to like kind of busy street, so if you hear any noise, I'm sorry in advance. But let's begin with your reading. Please, Spirit, can you tell me what does group number 2's person feel towards them? Okay, wow. How many are they here? Okay, I think this will be enough. That was very quick. Okay. Oh wow, those are the exact number of cards that I needed. 8. Perfect. Thank you. Wow, I really like this reading. And we have the bottom of the deck energy or card is the Emperor. So the bottom of the deck energy is your overall energy. And let's begin. I'll grab this microphone to make the audio as good as possible. Allow me to tap into this energy for a second, please. How do they feel about group number 2? Okay, so the first thing I can notice here is that we have 2 cards that represent movement and action. We have the Chariot here, and we have the Emperor. So very strong Aries energy. We have also a lot of Earth. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It could be you, it could be them. You could be the Aries, they could be the Aries. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. I have movement here, and I also have working on a goal, working on something, and a very like slow and steady wins the race kind of energy, with the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I can feel here is this person sees a very like serious future with you. They want to move forward with you towards commitment and stability, towards a very serious, fulfilling, abundant relationship. So if you have been like in a more friends with benefits kind of relationship or connection, or more casual connection, or if you have been dating and it's not that serious yet and you're just getting to know each other, what I can see here is this person does see a future with you, and a very serious future, because we have the 10 of Pentacles, which talks about complete abundance, happiness, stability, but in a more grounded energy. This talks about commitment. So I feel like this person is moving towards that. I feel like this person is the King of Pentacles. Them being very objective, knowing what they want, not being scared to go for it if that's what brings them happiness. This is not someone that's impulsive. This is someone that takes their time to analyze what they want out of something. But once they realize, or once they know what they want, they are not scared to go for it. And this is what's happening here. This person wants to rush towards you with that, I don't know if offer, because I'm not really seeing an offer here, but they want to have that kind of relationship with you. I feel like we have the 2 of Cups here, which is a very destined, if you will, connection or relationship. I think this is a very beautiful partnership. I think you guys balance each other out beautifully. I think this is very healthy, this is very grounded, this is very real, I think one of you is the King of Cups, which is someone that is more into their emotions, that they can tap more into their emotions, and they kind of take action through what they feel. So this is someone that, oh, I'm in love, then this is what I want. Like, they're not as rational per se. That doesn't mean that they are unstable, because the King of Cups is very much in control of his emotions, but he's not someone that is impulsive, or that is, as I said, unstable, or that has like very highs and very lows. This is someone that is very calm, that knows how he feels and acts according to those feelings. Whereas the King of Pentacles is much more rational and objective, and is a lot more like slow moving, if that makes sense. So this is someone that will analyze every possible situation, will really take the time to understand what he wants, and once he knows it, then he goes for it. So I think that's a beautiful balance here of someone that is very much in touch with its emotions, and someone else that maybe is not as emotional, but can also it's not like, what's the word, like repressing his feelings. He just is more analytic and rational. And I think they want to really build a beautiful connection with you, a very healthy connection. I'm hearing the word healthy a lot, so it's really very emphasized. With High Priestess here, why is the High Priestess here? I heard balance, which is not usually what I assume or relate the High Priestess to, but I think this is talking about a very balanced relationship, very, very beautiful connection, full of like knowing, even though things may not be that obvious. So talking about intuition, maybe you two are connected to each other, not maybe, you two are connected to each other in a very 5D way. So this is very spiritual with the High Priestess here. I think that you both can communicate telepathically, or you dream about each other a lot, or you cannot stop thinking about one another. So that's what I'm hearing with the High Priestess. Like, you guys go beyond the 3D, you go beyond the physical realm. You are actually very much connected in the 5D, and that is what it's allowing this connection to just flow so easily, because you guys are meant to be with each other. I'm going to get you your oracle cards here, so I'll put the microphone down, and we'll continue reading. Please, Spirit, can you give me 3 cards, please? Well, yeah, that was my bad. I meant 2 more cards, not 3 more cards. I wanted 3 in total, but we have 4. Okay. We have Gateway. We have Purity, Solitude, and Simplicity. I love this Simplicity card. Like, I just love how that feather is flowing. It looks so peaceful. Okay, Gateway, Purity, Solitude, and Simplicity. I kind of associate the Solitude card with the High Priestess here, of like really diving in and trying to figure out what you want, because maybe this person is very sure about what they want with you, but maybe you're not as sure. Maybe it's, as I said in the beginning, like maybe you're just in that getting to know each other stage, and they're already rushing in and they want a relationship, and they're like, oh, whoa, hold on, wait a second, what are you doing? So this solitude card is really making me think of like analyzing, but it's more about, in my opinion, about introspection and really trying to figure out what you truly want. And also with the gateway card, I think someone here should really take their time to make a decision. Do not rush into something, and just allow yourself to be with yourself and not feel pressured to, I don't know, get into something that you do not necessarily want right now, and that's perfectly fine. So do not feel anxious or pressure into getting into a relationship if that's not what you truly want. Now with the purity card and with the simplicity card, I feel like with the purity card, what I can hear is their intentions are pure, which is kind of obvious there, kind of redundant, but I feel like they truly feel not only love towards you, but like the feelings that well, this energy or the feelings that I'm tapping in right now is very like genuine, very pure. Oh God, like very genuine, very healthy. It feels just very easy, you know. And with the simplicity card, I think I just said that it feels very easy, very simple, very genuine, very pure, very meant to be. Like just relax, allow yourself to breathe. You are not pressured to make any decisions. You can take as much time as you want. You can make any decision that you want, but just know that this person means well, and this person truly wants something beautiful with you. So yeah, that's what I have for you today, group number 2. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up if you want. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below. If you want to tell me if it resonated or not, if like which pile you chose, etc., etc. I would highly appreciate. I would love to have like a little community in the comments. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, I would highly appreciate that. Hopefully see you on my next reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Spirit, I want to tap into one person's energy. What do they feel towards them? What does their person feel towards them? Okay. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this beautiful amethyst right here. Oh, there we go. This is the reading for you. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's for the collective. Not everything might resonate. Sometimes it does, and it's like, oh my god, she described my situation to a T. And sometimes you just have to really choose what resonates and leave what doesn't. So yeah, if it doesn't resonate, do not take it as your own. And that's it. So today we'll be answering the question, how do they feel about me? Remember, this is not gender specific, so if I use specific or certain pronouns, I'm just talking about energy. If I say she or he, it's just like, it's not intentional in the sense that I'm not talking specifically about a she or a he. Take it as it resonates again. We'll start with your tarot cards, and I'll continue with your oracle cards next. So please, Spirit, kindly tell me what does group number 3 persons feel towards them. Okay. have a magician. Nice. Oh god. Wow, okay. Wow. This is great. Sorry, I don't tend to get that excited about readings. I try to keep as neutral as possible. But this is very beautiful. Wow, what? Okay, I'm getting excited for you. Okay. Let's just finish this. Wow, this is incredible. Okay, we have that one. What else do we have here? I'll tell you what cards you got in a second. Let me just check that I'm not missing anyone. Anyone more. Not anyone, but any card. Okay, we have the bottom of the deck. Interesting. We have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck as your overall energy. Okay, this is interesting. I feel like, let me just allow me a second to tap into these energies. So we have here, we've got the Magician. As I like to start with your energy, we have then the Empress, Six of Pentacles, the beautiful Sun, beautiful Four of Wands, Temperance, Five of Pentacles, High Priestess, and Ten of Pentacles closing your reading. I'm very curious as to why you got the Five of Pentacles, because it's also in the middle of your reading. And that's interesting because I normally just pull out 8 cards and you got here 9, which allows a card to be exactly in the middle of the reading, if that makes any sense. So, okay. And as an overall energy, we have Ten of Swords, which is kind of a painful energy. But then the rest is like incredibly beautiful and happy and healthy and wonderful. So what I can see here, what I heard here is that you're finding yourself, which is interesting. It's an interesting message. With the Ten of Swords, I can see that you're ending a cycle, a cycle that was very painful, a cycle that caused you to hurt a lot for a while, but it's over. That cycle ended. So congratulations. It's interesting here because I'm not so sure if you're already with someone. Because, like, how do they feel about you? This is more so talking about a relationship than a person, like a specific person. So this might be very specific for someone. Or if you're just watching this, like, I don't know, out of curiosity, but you're not necessarily, sorry, I don't know why I'm sticking in my words. You're not necessarily thinking about someone specific, you're more so like thinking about a relationship, then I can see here that you're going to manifest with the Magician here a beautiful, beautiful, healthy, committed relationship. One that's going to bring you so much happiness, one that is going to be extremely balanced, because you have the 2 cards in the deck that represent balance, which is the Six of Pentacles and Temperance. So this is going to be very balanced, very meant to be, is what I'm hearing. Like, this is beautiful, full of abundance, full of happiness, everything you've always desired, everything you've always known that you would receive. And that's very specific, but with these 2 combined, I feel this is very destined, very fated. This is something that's very much spiritually connected and protected and all of that. This is this is not random. This is very much something that will happen or has to happen or is fated to happen. But I don't see a specific person, which is very interesting. Maybe there is, and they just want this with you. Yeah, I think that might be more so. That might be the message. Like, this is someone who wants to start this future with you, which is very similar. It's a very, very similar message to group number 2. So if you want to see that reading, I think has a very similar reading. Even you got even similar, like, or repeated cards with the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. So you want to go ahead and watch that one as well. But basically, I feel like this person is very sure that they want this future with you, this connection with you. They want this to start this, because for me the Empress talks about, like, well, in this case specifically, like a beginning. Like, the Empress is a mother, and a mother gives birth to something or someone. So I think that this person wants to give birth or wants to start this beautiful relationship with you. They even see you as marriage material, so they are very much like head over heels for you. Even they might be manifesting you as well as you're manifesting them. But this is extremely beautiful. Now, why the Five of Pentacles is here, I'm not so sure. So let me just ask for a clarifier. Spirit, can you please tell me why we have the Five of... Oh! Goodness, sorry. Why the Five of Pentacles is here. Oh, and we have again. So as a response for that question of why the Five of Pentacles is here, I got your overall energy, which is the Ten of Swords. So I think that that's what this is telling me. You were feeling very, I heard, ignored, or that you were left out in the cold. You didn't feel integrated. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know why I heard that word, but you didn't feel like you were taken into consideration. You don't feel like I don't know, like your feelings were really not important, but that this person, whoever it was, didn't really took you into consideration or your feelings. But I don't think this is the same person, unless this is someone you've had history with, because the Empress can also mean like a rebirth of something. So this could also mean like you had a very painful ending with this same person, and you went pretty much like on hiatus for a while, where you two were left out in the cold in terms of each other's lives. But now they're wanting to manifest you back, and you know this, because this is very like divinely guided. So they want this new beginning with you, and they want to bring the balance back to have something very beautiful with a lot of happiness, and something that will lead to marriage or to a very committed relationship. So again, take it as it resonates. This might be someone that you haven't had a heartbreak with, and this doesn't mean that you will have a heartbreak with this person. If this is someone that you have only been very happy with, then the cards that are more, I don't want to say negative, but the cards that, like the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, may represent you finally coming out of that cycle of not feeling heard, or not feeling listened to, of feeling that you have to beg for someone's attention. And that was very painful, even if like that was an ex or a past relationship and it ended badly. Then what this is telling me is that you are very much healed and prepared to have something beautiful and abundant. Now, if this is someone you've had a past with, and those feelings of not feeling heard, and having like heartbreak and all that resonates with this same person, then I feel like they want a new beginning with you and they want to restart what you have, and actually like move towards abundance and happiness and a much healthier relationship with a lot more balance, because you do have a lot of emphasis here on balance. So let's see your oracle cards. Allow me a second. I'll put the microphone down. Oh, no, haven't asked the question. Okay. Spirit, can you please give me 3 oracle cards that represent or clarify or give us more detail about this situation for group number 3, please? Okay. Oh, we got the 3 cards. Thank you so much. Okay, we have, oh god, happiness. Wow. See, again, we have the sun here. We have happiness, which is basically the same. We have taken risks. Oh, I don't think you were allowed to have taken risks. We have inner peace, which to me talks about what we were saying of finally coming out of that cycle of heartbreak and just pain in general. Like you're finally having that inner peace that you very much deserve. And you have adventures, which to me goes hand in hand with taking risks. So immediately what I can see or hear here, what I can hear is Spirit is telling you, and this is going to be a message for a specific group of people, okay? But I feel like it is very natural and very common for someone that's going or coming out of a very rough, painful cycle to be afraid of opening up again to love, basically. So sorry if I pause, I'm channeling messages, so I have to like really listen. What I can see here is they're telling you to not be scared. Like that cycle of heartbreak and pain and everything that was hurtful in the past is over. Like it is over. And even though you may still have those like fears of going back to something like that, they're telling you it's not going to happen, especially not with this person or this situation or relationship that I was talking about with the tarot. Like this is beautiful and this is just very healthy and protected, and what they're telling me is they're not going to allow for you to get into a bad relationship. So again, this is very protected. They are behind you, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, they are behind you and they're protecting you and they're guiding you towards this kind of happiness when it comes to love. So they're just saying like, okay, we are working with you, we're doing the hard work. The only thing that you have to do is to allow love to come in, to allow like that, to attract love, to allow that manifestation to arrive to your life. Just even though that cycle is over and you are right now like in a state of inner peace, there's always that residue of fear after something very painful happens to us, and we are scared to take risks. But they're telling you like, do not worry, we are behind you, nothing bad is going to happen to you, you are only going to receive happiness. Because we have a lot of emphasis here on happiness. We have your oracle card here and the sun, and let me tell you, the sun never comes out in my readings. So yeah, we have like the Four of Wands, which is again very divinely guided. Um, yeah, like this all feels very peaceful for some reason. It feels beautiful, lovely, a lot of happiness and abundance, but most of all, it feels very peaceful. So yeah, what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, or what spirit is saying is, do not worry. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to put on a guard. You don't have to block yourself. You don't have to sabotage like self-sabotage yourself when it comes to love. You are ready to experience the most pure, beautiful happiness and love, and you're ready to be in a healthy relationship. So yeah, um, that's what I see here. I know it sounded very like rainbows and butterflies. I always say why I always tell in my readings what I'm seeing. I never like sugarcoat anything. If I'm seeing here like someone super toxic, I'll tell you and I'll say run. But right now, uh, what I see is a very beautiful connection that is very much meant to be. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos of me, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that a lot. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below anything you want to comment down below. If it resonated, if it didn't, if like which pile you chose, etc., etc. I would love to just have a conversation in the comments.